Well, folks, howdy again. It's Daryl Keith Norman here from Nashville. I hope you all had a good week. Here we've gotten back to working, so that's kind of a good thing. Been furloughed for almost a year. So if I wind up being a little late on these videos, know that I'm just busy. Up until now, I haven't been doing much of anything. But anyway, been storming and keeping busy, and we're all healthy over here. Hope all of y'all are healthy out there and beating this virus thing. This week's song is called Square Peg Round Hole, co-written with my good friend Tom Botkin, and I hope you enjoy it. We'll sit and listen to the song and then come back around and have a little chat about it later. All right, see you in a few.
Most people say we're not like them, but we both know that's how it is. 'Cause we tried and tried, but we don't fit in. Square peg, round hole. We dress the dress and walk the walk, slap their backs and talk the talk, but sometimes they don't get us at all. Square peg, round hole. We watch the world through different eyes, colors only we can see, telling stories they don't understand, but they make sense to you and me. We live on dreams and falling stars, but we both know who we are. We're pirates with a gypsy soul. Square peg, round hole. 2 plus 3 is 45. We dot the T's with love-crossed eyes, living on the edge, but we're so alive. Square peg, round hole. We watch the world through different eyes, colors only we can see, telling stories they don't understand, but they make sense to you and me. We live on dreams and falling stars, but we both know who we are. We're pirates with a gypsy soul. Square peg, round hole. But sometimes when stars line up, we bet your prayers and a little luck. Like you and me, we fell in love, and different kind of normal stuff. Falling stars, we both know who we are. We're pirates with a gypsy soul. Square peg, round hole. When God made us, girl, He broke the mold. Square peg, round hole.
Well, there you go. That was Square Peg Round Hole, co-written with my good friend Tom Botkin. Tom had some success with Bonfire for Craig Morgan, for those of you who don't know. He and I have written a bunch of songs together, and we just have a ball doing it. Neither one of us are exactly normal, and so we kind of complement each other in that aspect. And we were sitting there talking about how we just have wonderful wives who very few people would put up with somebody who's struggling in the music business for all the years that we have, and sit there and take all our eccentricities and love us anyway. And he's very lucky. He's got a wife that they've been together for over 25 years, and my wife and I are going on 28. And I've often sat there and thought, I had some loves in my life, and then it ended, and you sit there and wonder why, and how you'll never find love again. And I've often thought, it's like, would that person have lasted with me through thick and thin the way that my wife has? I mean, she just takes everything in stride, and we've had really hard times together. But she's never even thought about leaving me, and because she loves me, and it's like she loves me unconditionally, and I just absolutely adore her and love her unconditionally too. And it's like Tom and I were sitting there talking, and it's like, it's rare to find somebody like that, especially when you're as weird as we are. And we're not normal by any stretch of the imagination. And I remember hard times sitting there going, well, she's gonna have had enough on this. And sure enough, here she'd come, and she'd be like, well, let's just deal with it and move on. And she's smart, she's intelligent, she's funny. She doesn't put up with any crap from me, which I kind of need sometimes. And so Tom and I were sitting there talking about this, and it's like, we can't be the only people on the planet who found the perfect fit. And when you're trying to write a song and everything, you want it to be personal, but you also want it to be something that other people can relate to. And it's like, we can't be the only ones who feel this way about our significant other, whether you're a guy or a girl. It doesn't really matter. I know a lot of people who are unhappy in their relationships, and my advice to them is get out. Get one that treats you with like the worth that you deserve. And there isn't anything my wife could ask of me that I wouldn't do for her. And I don't think there's anything I could ask of her that she wouldn't do for me. And it's like, I know there's other people out there like us, and who feel like they don't fit in ordinary circumstances. A lot of you have known me for a lot of years, and I was always the odd man out, and I've always just been just a little oddball. And it's lonely sometimes, and to be able to find someone that makes you not be lonely, and I don't see my wife as an oddball, other than the fact that she's in love with me. She's one of the most normal people I've ever met, but everybody loves her. Not everybody loves me. I have a lot of friends that I've got because they just like her, and I come with the package. She's a special lady, and I know Tom feels the same way about his wife. And so we just sat down and said, let's write Square Peg Round Hole. And we just go through, and it's like, I've always wanted to be one of the crowd, but I never was. I always stood out because I just wasn't quite like everybody else. And all my friends on here who have known me for years can attest to that. I've tried to be nice in the process, but I haven't always been. I don't suffer fools gladly, and that's bit me in the butt a couple times. But this song is for the misfits out there who found their perfect match. And I consider myself very lucky, and I count my blessings every day. And I hope you enjoy this song, and I hope it makes you feel a little more included, to know that you're not the only one that's just a little bit weird. I kind of embrace it now. Being weird is kind of cool in my book. You either accept it or you don't, one or the other. So anyway, have a wonderful week, and once again, I'll put my contact information up at the end if anybody wants to co-write. Actually had somebody contact me this week who's been watching and wanted to co-write, and so we're doing it. And I am looking forward to it. Don't know what the result is going to be yet, but if we wind up demoing it, you'll hear it on here, I'm sure, and I'll tell you about it then. But if anybody wants to co-write, or if you are a singer looking for songs, or if you're a singer looking for songs and wanting to do an album or whatever, I do productions and everything like that. And it's like, I'll do whatever, as long as it's fun. If it stops being fun, then I stop doing it. So anyway, contact me at abnormanmusic@gmail.com, and have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Aloha.